All right, we're all set to go. Okay, I think I see the prosecutors in here. We're going to stick with our format of bringing the challenger up first. Jay is making his way to the stage here. I didn't say Jay Leno. Come on. Hi, Jay Macejko. How are you? All right, Jay. Well, if you folks are all ready, I would like you to meet the challenger for the Mahoning County Prosecutor's race, Jay Macejko. Jay, you are currently the prosecutor for the city, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and how long have you been doing that?
I've been, in January, I've been the prosecutor in the city of Youngstown for 6 years.
6 years as a prosecutor, and you have this compelling feeling that you can do more.
Absolutely.
Okay. Give me a little of the background on, I mean, everybody certainly likes to move on and up, but tell me a little bit about your desire to be the Mahoning County Prosecutor.
Well, it's simple. As city prosecutor, I see on an almost daily basis the revolving door that the Mahoning County Prosecutor's Office has created. We have people who the detectives investigate, who are committed to the jail, and next thing you know, they're back out on the street. I've been a prosecutor for a total of 14 years. I'm a career prosecutor. It's all I've done. It's all I want to do. And I believe that that absolutely gives me the advantage over the current prosecutor in this main respect. When you have a problem, when you have a health problem, you go to a specialist. If you have a heart problem, you don't go to an ear, nose, and throat guy. Mahoning County has a crime problem. And unfortunately, part of that problem is caused by the current prosecutor's office. But you need a specialist. You need a career prosecutor. You don't need someone who stood on the other side of the aisle as a defense attorney. You need someone to go in there that understands the process, understands the dangerous people you're dealing with, and does everything within his power to put them away.
Yeah, that's very interesting. You really open up a lot of areas for discussion here. The current prosecuting office, they're getting convictions, aren't they? I mean, people, it's not a revolving door. The people that are going, I see in the paper almost nightly that people seem to be convicted. Am I missing something?
Sure. There's a difference between convictions and quality convictions. If you take someone who's committed a high-level felony and pleaded out to a probationable offense, you could pat yourself on the back and say, hey, we got a conviction. But what you've done is put a dangerous person back out on the street. And frankly, just in Lowville the other night, the current prosecutor used the phrase, drop the ball, to describe the performance of his office. You never want to hear that from a prosecutor. And frankly, I was a little bit confused because I didn't know if when he used the phrase, drop the ball, he was talking about the murder case that was dismissed and blamed on secretaries. If it was the people where bond was amended and they go out and kill again, including a little old lady in a church parking lot who just wanted to go and pray to God, or if it was the suppression of DUI evidence in an aggravated vehicular homicide where an unborn child, an innocent woman, was killed in a head-on collision, or if it was the rapist that he gave a 3-week vacation to 3 weeks before sentencing. So I was really confused because I didn't know if he was talking about any one of them or all of them. We're not talking about speeding tickets. We're not talking about minor offenses. They're dropping the ball on major cases, and people are dying and being hurt in our community.
You know what? Maybe some of us are not quite as familiar. Could you have a specific case that you think the ball was dropped on?
Well, you'll have to ask the prosecutor that. I mean, I just detailed 4 of them that have happened within recent times.
But you look at these cases. I see an awful lot of convictions. I see people that are going to jail. You're saying the terms are not long enough? Is that the point?
No, Dan, if you look at the statistics, what you'll actually see is that new prison commitments are down. And what you'll also see is that in the last 4 years, the percentage of people under community control or probation, in other words, being free in the community, has increased by 50%. So it should be no wonder why you're seeing repeat violent criminals in our community hurting people again and again. It's because the prosecutor's office is not taking them out of this community. The prosecutor's office is not sending them to prison where they belong, and the prosecutor's office, as it stands now, is not protecting the people and businesses of this county.
Well, you know, I'm thinking about this though, Jay, you've only got so many beds in the jail right now, and it's getting harder and harder to incarcerate locally. Is that not true?
it is getting harder and harder to incarcerate locally. And you're right, there are only so many beds. But actually, we're running at a reduced capacity right now. The jail is not running at full capacity. At least 2 pods in the main jail are closed. The misdemeanor jail is closed for purposes of incarcerating inmates. And you know, the prosecutor's office is doing nothing to help this situation. The prosecutor's office is not moving these people through the system fast enough. And you can ask any one of the deputies in this room that either work corrections pods or work the courthouse. Inmates come to the courthouse, they sit in the basement, and they go back. The same inmates are sitting in jail, some of them for years. Go ahead and check the inmate list. It's online. You'll see the same names. You'll see the same people there year after year after year. And if they do get out, you see them go back in after they've committed a new crime. So it's not simply, public safety is not a numbers game.
How would that change, though, under the Macejko administration if, in fact, you were now the prosecutor? We've got this list of career criminals that you're talking about. How are you going to change that? It's
simple. I'll come to work. I'll do my job. And I will do everything within my power to see that those that deserve it are committed to prison. You know, it really is a simple thing, what we do. You're either guilty or not guilty. It's the prosecutor's job to present the evidence and to convince the judge what should happen. It's also the prosecutor's job to speak on behalf of the victim, sometimes when they can't, when they've been killed, or if they are there, to present that evidence and make sure justice happens.